Have you ever wondered why we sleep? Welcome to Wonder Sleep. Sleep has to be important. Humans spend around 1/3 of their lives doing it. And sleep is found even in species with only simple nervous systems, like the roundworm. In fact, some hibernating mammals temporarily stop hibernating so they can sleep. Side note, hibernation isn't just sleeping for a long time. In some species, we know that the animals are not asleep for most of the hibernating period. Instead, hibernation is the experience of regular bouts of something called torpor. This involves a lower metabolism, body temperature, heart rate, and respiratory rate. Research has shown that if you deprive rats of sleep, they develop cognitive and coordination problems. They also develop skin lesions, and eventually, they all die. Like these lab rats, if humans do not sleep, we too die. Sleep, as we know it in mammals and birds, consists of two phases: non-rem sleep and REM sleep. Non-rem sleep comes first and starts off as a light sleep that becomes deeper. Then you enter into REM sleep, named so for the rapid eye movements seen during this phase. It is the phase with dreaming and muscle paralysis to stop us enacting these dreams. So, why do we sleep? We don't actually know for sure, but there are many theories. Sleep could have evolved to be allocated time removing metabolic waste during periods of a low metabolic rate. Similarly, it may be allocated time for healing or energy conservation. Formation of long-term memory has long been postulated as the reason we sleep, and dreaming may have a role. Counterintuitively, sleeping may make prey less vulnerable to predators, being quieter and in a safer location. Sleep is potentially very important for brain development. Terrestrial mammals during infancy exhibit minimal waking activity, instead spending most of their time asleep. Getting one definitive answer as to why we sleep might be difficult, seeing as what we consider sleep might be very different between, say, humans and butterflies. Consider sleeping patterns. They vary massively between different species, and it's thought that human sleep has changed drastically since the advent of artificial light, moving from having 2 sleeps to the 1 long sleep we have now. And the required sleeping time is quite different between species. The African elephant sleeps for only around 3 hours a day. Now compare this to the koala bear, which sleeps for around 22 hours a day. And one study found that the bullfrog seemingly does not sleep at all. Sleep is poorly understood in aquatic animals, where sleeping isn't exactly practical in a sea or a river. Dolphins exhibit non-REM sleep in only 1/2 of their brain at a time. The eye controlled by this hemisphere, so the opposite side, closes. Side note, dolphins are actually whales. Sleeping with one brain hemisphere at a time can also occur in humans when sleeping in a new and strange place. And ducks also seem to be able to do this trick. Sleep might also be quite tricky for migrating birds when flying over long distances without stopping. There is ongoing debate about this topic, but research does give evidence for one or both brain hemispheres sleeping mid-flight, but only for short periods of time and less deeply than when the bird is asleep on land. Birds and mammals both have REM and non-REM sleep, so both of these phases likely evolved before the divergence of the two classes. And so, egg-laying mammals, like the platypus, are very interesting. The platypus exhibits REM-like activity, and in fact, it has the most REM sleep of all mammals. However, its REM activity is found only at its brainstem and does not extend to its forebrain, possibly meaning that the platypus does not dream. Poor thing.